Hello. So I am restringing my fretless bass here. This is it's like a Rogue. It's kind of like, from what I heard, this is Musician's Friends, like generic brand. So here to kind of address the question of, do round-wound strings chew up an unfinished fretboard or fingerboard, I guess. Um, well, so I've had round wounds on this bass, and the fingerboard's totally unfinished, and it's rosewood. That's another important thing. Different woods are different, can be softer or harder than others. So I've had round wounds on this since about, I want to say 8 months ago, something like that. Yeah, for about the past 8 months. Most of that time was steel, but the last two and a half months, something like that, I switched to nickel round wounds, and that's important because I'll get into that in a second. But anyway, so now the context, you have the context. So if you look here, you can definitely see some scratches. And when I run my finger along here, I can kind of feel like I can feel the scratches. So it's kind of not totally smooth, just a little bit, barely. It's not very noticeable. I have also found these scratches have not impeded playability at all. Like I don't get any notes fizzing out, anything like that. So, again, going back to the original question, do round-wound strings chew up a fretless bass fingerboard? Well, they at least can scratch it. They can, and again, it's going to depend on your technique. It's going to depend on the material of the fingerboard. It's going to depend on whether you have nickel or round-wound or steel round-wound strings. I can't know for sure, but I personally think that this is mostly the steel. I mean, I've only had, again, these nickel round wounds on for like between 2 and 2.5 months, and that's just not enough time, really, realistically, for it to actually make these like little marks, little scratches there. That was probably the steel. I also played at a lower tuning than I probably should have with this gauge, and the strings were slapping against it a lot. So, yeah. So, it's kind of more just use your discretion. Don't sacrifice your tone. It is a pretty easy fix if it does end up impeding playability. You can just get it leveled, get it finished. But yeah. So this is just kind of to shed some light on the question, do round-wound strings eat up a fretless fingerboard, and kind of share some experience. So for those of you out there who might be concerned about this, maybe this can help you inform any decisions you make about buying strings or getting a fretboard finished and so on. So, yep. Well, have a good one, and keep playing your bass. It's a good time.